if I remember correctly, if God wanted you to do OnlyFans, then what would Satan want you to do?
To stop doing OnlyFans?
So do you think that Satan would want you to stop doing OnlyFans, that son of a bitch?
Well, I think the original answer to the question was, I forgot exactly the framing of the question.
I mean, that's fine, right? So, I mean, do you think, though, that Satan is the one who would want you to stop doing OnlyFans?
Yeah.
No, she said originally God wants her to be doing OnlyFans, and Satan would be the one who wanted her to stop doing OnlyFans.
To tell her.
Yeah, that's what she just said now. She just said the same thing. She just said Satan would want her to stop doing OnlyFans.
No, wait, hold on. Yes, sorry, I'm getting, okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
Andrew.
all good, Brian. It's all good.
Wait, Andrew.
Discombobulated today.
Yeah, it's been a hectic day. Wait, Andrew, are you able to tune up the light a little bit on your camera, or is it too much?
Yeah, I can tune it up a little bit.
Okay.
Hang on.
Go ahead, Cindy.
There you go. So yeah, so you think that Satan would prefer that you gave up the old OnlyFans?
Yes.
Yeah.
He would tell
Why do you
me.
think
He would tell me to
prefer
stop.
that? Yeah. Why do you think he'd want you to stop?
Because I love making sexual content.
And money.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. So you think that his preference would be that you continued to make sexual content on your OnlyFans, and in order to keep the devil away, right? The devil is the one who would have the preference that you stopped making the self-indulgent sexual content that you're making. I just want to make sure I got this clear.
Yes. He wants me to do it.
God wants you to.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have visions? Has God come to you in a dream and told you perhaps that OnlyFans
I talk to
is the
him
way
and
to
he
go?
tells me, yes, keep doing what you do.
Girl,
It's
you-
great.
Where do you
It's
talk to
great.
him? You
Like
have a lot
real
of small-
talk speaking, like people around, it's like I get that if you are a good like real Christian, that can be a part of your platform, but if it's a joke, it's like it's a respect thing, you know? I've said my piece.
I
Are you,
have respect
sure you're talking to God?
for my religion.
Yeah, I'm just curious, how do you know you're talking to God?
Right.
Are you convicted by the Holy Spirit?
My relationship with God is different from your relationship because,
For different people.
yeah, for different people.
That's very valid. But it's like it comes to the fact that it's like you still it's a respect thing at the end of the day, and like yeah, people's relationships with God are different, but seeing it in like in an overall look, you know how it comes across, you know?
No, I don't.
Do you? Because earlier you were talking about how you would want like sex reserved for marriage, right?
And I think I realized.
I did not say that. I did
I'm
not.
sorry.
I did not
I
say.
thought we were clarifying at the beginning. Like,
Well, I was
sex
just
before.
curious,
What's
if you don't mind
wife-
if I just quickly finish my inquiry before we go over to the rest of the table, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for
sorry.
it.
Go ahead, Andrew. Go
Thank
ahead.
you, I appreciate it. So does God want you to stick a dick in your mouth? Is that what God wants you to do? When you talk to God, does he say, gobble up that dick? Is that what he says?
If it's like a guy that I like, and I end up partaking
guy that you
sexual,
like.
yeah, the guy that my boyfriend, my
Does God
husband.
tell you to do gangbangs?
Mike
Does he
Davis
So,
tell you to do that?
like
$200.
privately,
Wait,
if,
hold on, wait,
What's
hold
good,
on.
Cindy?
Hey, it's Mike Davis.
Don't put God first, put Mike
Look at
Davis
this guy.
first. God may or may not love you, but with Mike Davis, you're gonna win 100% of the time.
Wait, hold on. I got to give a quick. I'll let you get back to it, Andrew. But I got to give
Okay,
a quick,
sure, no problem.
quick shout out to Mike Davis. We haven't seen him in a while. Yo, MD, thank you. Good to see you in the chat, dude.
Right,
I hope
that's
the
like-
Burger King restaurants are doing good for you, man, over there on the East Coast. Appreciate seeing you back on the show. You're a fucking legend, dude, and you're always welcome here at whatever. I wish. There he is. There's the fucking Mike. There he is. Can we get a
Big up Burger King.
Give me some food.
zoom in on that? Zoom in on this
Okay,
fucking
alright.
legend's face.
Okay,
Remember, Cindy, look at.
That's
look
not
at,
Mike. Oh, that's Mike.
That's
Mike.
That's Mike Davis. He owns like he owns like over 100 Burger
He
Kings
owns.
on the East Coast.
Hi, Mike.
Owns. Oh shit! You're,
Period.
wait, you trying to?
Oh no, that's
Hey, yo, Mike, you got some prospects, right? You got prospects here. What about you?
That's Unk.
You like him?
That's Unk.
Unk? What is?
Uncle.
wait,
No, but
what-
he's handsome.
What is
though,
unk?
like for uncle.
Unk.
Giving uncle.
But Mike, I mean, he can give me some free burgers.
No, but is he only handsome because he owns like 100 chains, or is it?
No, I want a free burger.
He's a good looking guy. He's a good looking guy, you know. So, anyways, thank you, Mike Davis. Go ahead, Andrew, please.
By the way, Mike, I just had Burger King this afternoon. So
Oh shit!
keep up the good work. I have noticed that the onion rings are going downhill. I'm just letting you know. You probably know that though because you're a franchise owner. But anyway, so back to this. I just was curious. Does God want you to engage in gangbangs? Has He told you when you were dreaming, for instance, and you had a conversation with God? Did He say, "Thou musteth goeth and get gangbangeth"? Did that conversation happen? Do you think?
No.
No.
But
So, how
if,
do the conversations
that
where God tells you that you must have
happens,
sex
then
with
that
strangers
happens.
for money? How does that occur? Can you kind of like give us an overview of how God frames His "you need to have sex with men for money" conversations with you? I'd like to hear about it.
What is your definition of making money with men?
You have, I'm guessing that you have sexual intercourse with men for the purpose of collecting some type of cash, right?
Right.
Okay, so that would be my definition.
You're right. So
Yeah. So what is God? So how does a conversation with God go? Can you like give us a brief overview?
Well, I don't really tell him anything like about my sexual. I just tell him like that I'm blessed with the job that I have, and I appreciate everything He's already given to me. And
But I thought you said God wants you to do this, and you've had conversations with Him.
yeah, like with like OnlyFans, especially like that's like my work. I have to continue
Okay, so
like do
you've
that
had
every single day.
conversations with God about your OnlyFans.
Yeah, to prosper and attract abundance and growth with my business. Yes.
So just to make sure that I'm clear, when you speak to whoever this God is that you're speaking to, you don't actually.
Jesus Christ.
What's that?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ wants you to do OnlyFans work.
Yeah.
Just so that we're clear.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, just out of curiosity. If a man offered you $100,000 to sell your soul on a piece of paper to him, would you do it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that you might.
I feel like you're going against your whole thing. Then that's literally going against. Oh, you're talking to God for.
I think that ever since I moved to LA, I've sold my soul.
Oh,
girl.
So
But
don't put God in whatever you're doing if you've sold your soul. It's like a.
Are you
They
at
don't go
peace
hand in
with
hand,
yourself?
Yes. I'm finding peace within myself every day.
Who do you think you sold your soul to?
Ooh, baby, it's not God.
To myself.
You sold your soul to yourself. How much did you pay yourself for your own soul? Was it cheap? Or did you,
It was
did you
definitely
charge
not
yourself
cheap.
a bunch of money?
I've spent a lot of money on myself, yes.
Yeah, so you charged yourself a lot of money for your own soul. So you sold your soul to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. So, but if a man, some like, I don't know, OnlyFans bum, simp, offered up like $100,000 to you to sell your soul to him, you would do that, right?
Yeah, why not? That's a
Now, what if as part of the contractual deal, he
That's a
says your
pay pig
soul's
right there.
actually going
That's
to
a whale.
Satan? Would you still do it?
Did he say 100,000?
I'll tell
Yeah.
myself.
You're selling your whole existence for 100,000.
Andrew, can you repeat yourself? What'd you say?
Yeah, so it was, my question was, what if an entailment of the contract, meaning inside of the contract, he wrote, and by the way, I'm going to then barter your soul with the devil. Would you still sign the contract?
For 100,000.
Yeah.
Okay, how much are we talking about?
$100,000.
She would do
I feel like it shouldn't be a question.
How much is it? How much is it?
Hang on, let her answer.
How much is it? How much is it?
Hold on, wait.
How much is it?
One person at a time.
$100,000.
That's not enough.
Okay, $250,000.
That's not enough.
Okay, how much?
More, like in the millions.
So for $2 million, you'd sell your soul to the devil?
No, not 2 million. Higher.
How much?
Just higher.
15 million?
More.
30 million?
More.
Okay, 100 million. Final offer.
Like
More.
this being a conversation in
Game
itself
over.
is showing that
I don't
God
know
is
how
not
much
your
more
God.
it is.
So name your
I mean, I know
price.
that you're probably used to saying the word more when you're on camera, but I would still like it and would appreciate it if you would tell me what the actual number is. Are you talking to God right now?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
I need to like.
Paul
kneel-
Making
I
Rich
need to
Guy
kneel down.
donated $200. Thank you for pushing back against Andrew. I would not be able to have so many side chicks on rotation if women like you didn't co-sign the lies that I tell them. You are helping us rich guys get laid.
who was he talking to? Or about?
This was like in the beginning.
Oh, I'm
He was saying, like,
confused.
oh, I wouldn't pay for the date.
You're good.
Where'd Andrew go? Oh, there he is.
So
Got
he's
the
telling
answer.
you, like, at what price would you sell your soul to the devil?
What price?
Yeah.
There's really like, cause like the price is like endless. Do you know what I mean?
As long as the price is right.
Yeah, the price is really endless.
So you
So
would.
that
Is what you're saying.
I'll do it. I'll do it for the right price. That's all I could say to you.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So when you have your conversation with God later and thank him for all the prosperity of giving you money so that you can get plowed by random men on the internet, are you going to let him know that you also, for the right price, are willing to sell your soul to the devil? I just want to make
I
sure
would
it's
say
clear.
maybe like 10 million a year.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I could see that.
She just said 15.
I mean, I would say like there's probably bands which have sold their soul for less than 10 million a year. I mean, that seems like a reasonable price, right?
Yeah, actually make it 12. So I want to make
Yeah, 12.
1 million every month.
I mean, it's the devil. The devil can afford 12 million a year for your soul, right? Yeah. But the thing is I got to ask, why would he give you a dime considering you already did that? Like, what do you have to negotiate with?
My fans will buy it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes
My
sense.
subs
All right.
will be going
Big up
up.
the fans.
The resub is going crazy.
Makes sense. All right, that's all I had. I just was curious.
Why do you feel the need to bring God into like being saying, hey, like I'm doing OnlyFans because God told me so? Why can't you just accept like, hey, I wanted to do OnlyFans because I wanted to do OnlyFans? Why bring religion into this?
All right.
If you gonna sell your
Honestly, it all started on the first podcast, but I believe in God. It's in my bio.
It sells more probably, doesn't it?
It has a lot of controversy
It sells
with
more?
that topic, and I get a lot of hate, and I love it. So it's like
But I feel like at the end
it's
of the
all.
day,
It's at the end of the day, it's like it's my religion. It's who I pray every day. So
I feel like you can believe in
that's
God
who I worship.
and like understand that they're like, if you believe it, there is a higher power and stuff. But so like obviously like yeah, you like God, but I don't know if like making like the trade-off with the devil would like best like be in your interest for the fact that you enjoy God, because it's like yeah, you can choose to just not believe in God anymore, but if you're gonna devote yourself to God, which is like what you're saying, then I don't know if like that's the best thing for like God looking down on you, being like, oh, Cindy thinks that there's other options now besides me, and she wants to get rid of me as an option. It's like dating.
If like the price was
That's
right.
not what I think.
What do you mean when you say you love God?
I think about him every day.
So
I have a
loving-
I have an actual relationship with him,
That's wonderful.
and I think of other people in my life, like family and friends,
Okay.
that I also like evolve
Okay.
my life with him, and yeah.
So you would equate it to like the way you love your mom or your dad or your sibling or something like that? There's no greater love than that?
I mean, like that, like clearly, like it's different when it's like family and friends compared to God, but I would say I want to have that like relation, that, you know, like when I first wake up in the morning, I think of him, and when I go to sleep at night, I think of him, and just continue growing that relationship like any other relationship that's in my life.
Just like general revelation and speaking to him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you read the
Yes.
Bible?
I used to have Bibles because I went to confirmation school.
Oh, you grew up like?
Yeah, I
religious?
had
Okay.
friends in like elementary,
That was
middle
at,
school.
you went to confirmation school at, just to be clear, St. Baptist Church, correct?
St. Baptist.
Yeah, St. Baptist.
Yeah, St.
So-
Baptist, okay.
Confirmation typically would be Catholic, but
Yeah.
it's me. I'm sure you went to some sort of Sunday school. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I went to Catholic and I try to like
Oh,
learn
you were
about the
Catholic.
history, and I made friends. I went to like servings, like the wine and like the
The bread. The bread.
bread, yeah,
take
bread.
the
So,
body and the
and stuff
blood.
like
what
that.
do you do today in your present life that you
Connects you
would
to
say,
God
yeah, that you
You
would
serve
devote your life to
God
God?
in that way.
Or what steps would you want to take to progress your bond with God?
I would say that my family is also a believer of God, so
Oh, they are.
that brings me pretty close, as close as it can be.
Do they know that you do OnlyFans?
Yes,
How do they feel about that?
they feel amazing that I'm doing something that I love.
Wait, your family feels amazing that you're doing
That
OnlyFans?
I'm
and
doing
porn?
something that I love. Yeah,
Wait, do you love it?
I love it. I do every day, so I have a strong passion.
If you didn't make
Are
the
your
money,
parents religious?
I just said that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when you tell your dad that you have sex with men for money, is he highly supportive or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, good job. Mm-hmm. Does he give you a nice pat on the head and say, go get stuff for that cash, girl? Is that what your highly religious father says? I'm just curious. I'm just curious, honestly. I want to know. Does he say, good job, sweetheart? I'm glad you're taking a stranger's peen in order to make that money just as God intended. Does he say something like that to you?
No, not exactly what you are trying to describe, he would say, but I would say he is supportive.
Oh.
well, I got a question. You said that you love doing OnlyFans. You can do split Nick. So you love doing OnlyFans, right?
I love it.
But would you do it if you weren't making money?
If I wasn't making money on OnlyFans,
Like, let's say, like, would you produce the kind of content that you're producing? Would you make it, shoot it, etc.?
for what?
Well, like, for example, an artist, right?
for just,
an
like,
artist
to
could
have
make minimal or no money, but they love painting or drawing, and they don't do it for money, right? So you said that you love doing OF. Do you love it? Like, would you do it if you weren't making money?
Yes.
Could I butt in?
Yeah.
Girls
wasn't-
go on, do you want to carry on? Or?
I wasn't
No,
really
no.
making money in the beginning, like before I started, like OF. Like I was just posting like hot pictures that I
Well,
would
yeah,
just
you got to build up
post.
your audience, but it was
Like
I
that was
assume-
like not.
But I assume it was with the intention of one
Monetized.
day it being profitable. Like most content creators, they don't start out just making money.
Yeah.
But they're doing it perhaps, with the intention of it one day being profitable. Same with businesses. Businesses aren't immediately profitable. But you do it because one day it will be, or you hope it will be.
You can make art profitable if you want it to be.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. But there's plenty of people who engage in things they love, for example, creating art, without
Getting profit.
making money.
Which I was doing before. So I would, definitely do it after.
Okay, you wanted to
Yeah,
chime in?
no, just saying, like, understand that, again, I know, like, back in England, girls go through their slaggy stage, as they want to say. So, again, like, if you're going through that stage and you want to earn money, like, why not be on OnlyFans? Like, just why not take advantage of... Again, like, I was a big gamer back in the day when I was a bit uglier. Like, if someone told me to, like, stream gaming and you're going to get paid, why not? If a girl loves having sex and she's going to get paid, why not? If I got paid to have sex, which I do, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, let us get into this.
Adam
shall
and
we?
Eve loved it when they were reproducing, so why not?
It's the
Yeah.
same.
Well, let me ask you something. If somebody says that they follow Christian ethics and Jesus Christ, do you think that Jesus Christ would want them to be a prostitute? Can I just get a yes or no from you? No. From their view.
No, of course not. But do you,
Gribon
of course not.
Motorsports donated $200.
Yeah, thank you,
Andrew, this
Gribon.
vapid 304 just needs some
Strumpet,
truth in love and
strumpet.
some nice talk. Maybe a female pastor and a nice new t-shirt. Or maybe she is going to hell until she understands her sins and repents.
Leave Nala 2.0 alone. Now, back to where we were at here. I'm just asking you, if you don't mind. Of course not is the answer, right? So the answer would be no. So you've given your own reason for why probably a person who expresses that they follow Jesus Christ probably should not do pornography, right?
isn't that just being a slave to your religion?
You should be a
But
slave.
the
I
thing
mean,
is, like,
well,
even
wait,
if she
as
has
opposed to
done
being a-
pornography,
as
she's
opposed-
not going to be
hang on,
like
let me
just
answer his
like.
question.
Wait,
Hang on.
Cindy, let him
Hang
answer.
on, relax. As opposed to being a slave to your lust?
So what, sorry?
As opposed to being a slave to your lust, or as opposed to being a slave for the material? I would say that it's actually the opposite of enslavement to reject materialism and dishonoring your own body for the purpose of material gain. Do you think that people who do that are honorable? Do you consider that to be an honorable profession?
Again, I'm an atheist, but like to me, God is money. So like, if you've got no money, you can't do nothing in this world. And if you want to make the money,
Why
why
can't
not?
you do anything in this world without money?
Because
That's
you'll be
weird.
homeless, you won't eat, you won't drink. There ain't going to be some magic man, there ain't going to be a magic God going to feed me. Do you know what I mean? I need to make money, and I need to make it now.
How
Again,
much
like,
money do you need to make?
I just need to make money.
Yeah, but how much?
It don't matter how much. I need to make money. I need to pay bills. I need to look after
Yeah,
my
so
family.
what you're talking about is a distinction between the ends and means. So if you say that you need to have the means because the end is something noble, like having a family, having a house, having things for which you can provide for the people around you,
You provide,
then
so
yes,
providing is money.
Hang on, let me finish. Hang on. Then yes, there's nothing evil about that. That is a means to a just end. But if you're just chasing money for the end itself, that would be evil. That would be an embrace of pure materialism and hedonism. Why would that be good? Why would that be that would be enslavement. You would be enslaving yourself to the material.
No, definitely not. I'd rather be in Burberry and
Definitely
drive a Ferrari
so. How
than-
would you not be a slave
No,
to the
definitely
material
not.
if all you did was focus on money as an end in and of itself? That would be true enslavement.
It's just not though, is it?
Yeah, no, it just is though,
It
isn't
isn't.
it?
It's just not.
I like.
No, it just is though. It just isn't though is not an argument though. Just so you know
It's just
though.
boring, I'll be honest. But yeah, I'll let you carry on. It's fine.
I
Okay.
just think that even if someone wants to get into prostitution, it's like it's not the end of the world. Like they can still like pray and think of
Then
God,
God
and have
forgive
a
as well.
relationship. Yeah,
But don't
he
connect-
loves
God forgives.
everyone.
Don't connect
It's
the
not
act
like
itself
the end
with
of
God.
the world.
Well, I
Like you're
mean,
making
so
it sound
then I guess
like
from your atheist
as
worldview,
soon as she
Christians should
watches
be able to just
pornography,
go
it's
out
like
and
she
murder if they choose to,
she
because
gets
God
like
will forgive them,
burned
right?
or something. Like she turns into dust as soon as she watches.
That's not
like,
what he's saying. I feel
porn.
like the problem is that you're connecting the act itself with God and you're trying to justify it when there's no justification at all. And no one's bashing you for the act, but it's the connection that you're trying to make and justify it when it doesn't make sense. You doing OF, there's like me personally, I see nothing wrong with it. I'm not agreeing with how you're using God's name to glorify something that in God's definition shouldn't be glorified at all.
Your response, Cindy?
So I don't agree with that because like what is like to justify? Like you don't know
But what do you
anything
It means
about,
to have a
like, what
grounded
it- what needs to
foundation
be
for a
justified?
belief. That's what justification is, a grounded foundation for a belief. A thing which you appeal to for the grounding of the foundation of a belief. That's what justification is.
Okay, so I enjoy my job, and if someone has an opinion on it, why should I care about their opinion?
Can I chime in?
Well, it's not actually a matter of you caring about their
Yeah.
opinion. So you were asking what is justification? Justification would be a grounding for belief, meaning something you would appeal to. In this case, you're just appealing to you. You say, because I want to do it, it's good. Because I want it, it's good. That's it. That's your whole appeal. Just appealing to you for you, right?
Brian, that's all that matters. As long as you're happy,
Right.
healthy, and you have loving people around you, that's all that matters.
Why is your happiness the only thing that matters? Like, for instance, I
Why
can,
is the happiness that's the
foresee-
only thing that
Yeah.
matters? Like, do you want me
Yeah.
to be emo and sad and just like sit at home?
Well,
and
for
like
instance,
isolate
if you're a mother
myself.
of a child, I could see where getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning to feed the child could make you unhappy.
Okay, but that's your baby. You're a mother.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess you have higher duties than just your own fucking happiness, don't you?
But what about a sub's happiness?
What's that?
The people consuming the content, it'll
girl.
make them happy.
They-
Because she's
Yeah.
not sending
Yeah,
content. for
okay,
free.
but I need you to think about what you're saying here, right?
But then again-
it's possible. Yeah, I can answer to
People
this. Go ahead.
also send nudes to the partner or whoever else for free. So, is that not wrong morally by God?
Is it morally wrong for the
Yes.
guys that send dick pics in my DMs every
Yes.
single day?
Yeah.
It is, but no one's saying that it's not. That's the problem. We're
We're
asking
just
for
accepting
your
that it's a
justification.
sin and that God like wouldn't like it.
So
but
you're
you can
saying-
believe
Yeah.
in
So
God.
they're horrible.
Wow.
And you're horrible. Both of you are
Both of
fucking
them-
horrible.
both of y'all are
So,
wrong.
See,
There's
see what
no
I mean?
right or
It's
wrong
not.
in
It's
that
not either or.
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
no
a
right or wrong.
bifurcation. They suck, and you suck. Both. It's both and. They're immoral bastards, and you're immoral. Right?
It's not.
Both of those things.
It's not because they just like want someone to talk to, and I'm here. I'm here for
Dylan
them.
Lolly donated
Yeah, thank you, Dylan.
$200. Sorry I'm late tonight. God forgives when you live in his word. Degenerates like Y'all are why Sodom and Gomorrah burned. God is love and wrath.
Damn.
I'll
Thank
agree
you.
with what he said
Thank
with
you,
the.
Dylan.
No, I
Appreciate
agree
it.
with what he said with the God forgives. God forgives when you live in His Word. You
Yeah.
can use God. You can use God forgives as your argument behind what you're doing, but with how you're living and the line you're leading, there's nothing like that really. I'm sorry.
But like, how do you know like the life that I live?
You just told us.
Because God tells you that being prostitute
I told
bad.
you.
God says being prostitute bad.
not
So if God says
prostitution.
being prostitute bad, and then you do the thing God says is bad, that
Having
means you're
sex
doing a
for money
bad thing,
is
which means you're
prostitution.
bad.
It
So do
can
you
be
think-
voluntarily.
What if I want to be a bad
Still the
girl?
same.
You're not
And don't
getting paid.
connect
not
God
being
into
a girl.
That's
whatever
fine.
you're
You
doing
can be a bad girl.
without
Do you
God.
think though, like with
You're
OnlyFans?
but let's not pretend that when you put a cross on your throat to garble a dick online in order to make it a little extra bad girlish, that you're following Jesus Christ. That's insane.
I still
Right.
follow.
I mean, it can be seen as
Um,
offensive, like when people wear like the sexy nun costumes for Halloween.
Yeah.
So that's like what we're trying to say is like when you put God into something that's like
Blasphemy.
it becomes fetishized,
Exactly.
which is
And
like
if you,
interesting.
And if you truly connected and you knew God's path and what He wanted His followers to be like, then you would know that what you're doing has no connection to Him.
But you can still believe in
You
God.
can definitely still believe in God, but don't connect the act of what you're doing with
Yeah.
God and try
That
to
He would be okay
try
with
to
it.
gain off of that and say that it's justifiable in His eyes when it clearly isn't. And you can make that your argument with your brand, but just know that isn't